YouTube? Welcome back to another video with the House Money Investing channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you 6 positions that I just bought here before the market opens up today. I did buy 1 share of each here in my Moomoo account. As you can see, I have $467 in this account. Market value is $87. My current holdings are NXE, which is a penny stock. It's up 105%. BP, which is like gas and oil energy sector, it's up 19%. Then we have Multiplan and Hyliion, which is down 66%, which is doing very poorly. And I bought this back when it was before it merged, back when it was SHLY, I believe, Shell, or SHLL. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the 7 positions I bought. The first one, 6, I'm sorry. First one I bought was Planner Technologies, PLTR. I own this in Robinhood. I'm down 9%. They operate as a holding company which engages in development of data integration and software solutions. It operates through commercial and government segments. The commercial segment offers its service, like private services, to clients, and it also operates through the federal government and non-U.S. governments. It offers like automotive, financial, compliance, legal, intelligence, mergers and acquisitions solutions. This thing's been beaten down. The EPS is down on it. The financials aren't looking too great, but it's something I think it's going to bounce back. Let's take a look at the analysts here. It's not overbought, not oversold. It's close to overbought, but it's still a good time to get back in, as I think it has a upside of like $8 or so to run back up to that and test that test that all-time high, test that resistance at the top. We'll check like the income statement. You see they made some money since they IPO'd. Cash flow is down, of course, probably just investing into the company. So that'll be the first one. Then I purchased GDXU. I got 1 share, which is a gold miners ETF. This will give you exposure to precious metals and things of that sort. GDXU, I'm not sure if I own any of this one already, but you know, I like to get into precious metals. I own like GLD and SLV and other things like that. I own one on Stash, which is All That Glitters, which is another ETF for like platinum, gold, silver. I own physical gold and physical silver and physical platinum. It's just kind of like a hedge against the fiat currency, so it's always nice to have some exposure to gold. If you know anything about gold, it ran up massive this year. Then it's been dropping here lately. But this is just a 3 times bull ETF, so when it runs up, this thing's gonna run up 3 times as much. There's not really any information here on Moomoo, for this particular ETF, but it's pretty much self-explanatory. Gold just tracks. It's just people mining gold, and then as the price of gold goes up, this thing is gonna skyrocket. If it drops, then hey, you lose your money. So it's kind of risky, but like I said, it's always nice to have the exposure to precious metals. Then I bought a share of BNDC, and this one I believe is a new swing trade for me as well. I'm sorry, did I say BNCD? I meant BNDC. And this is like a bond, right? So I like to invest in bonds as well. You're not going to see no massive growth or anything like that, but this here does pay a little bit over 2% yield. So it's basically like a savings account, but 4 times better than a savings account. So your money's not going to fluctuate up or down very much, but you will earn that nice little dividend paycheck of 2% interest, which is killing banks right now. Even better than most high yield dividend savings accounts. So This is just a little bond to get into. They probably don't have much news on it either. Yeah, pretty much not. So you can check that out, guys. The next one I bought here was MSP. And this is a holding company, right? Last week this thing did pretty good. EPS wasn't great. This kind of give you exposure to software, hardware sectors of the stock market. This is basically a software company. It does like cloud-based software, technology solutions. It more focused on like the small and medium-sized businesses. So it's a very niche market that is going after. And software, technology, cloud services is really popping. So this is something I can see, taking off. So of course I got into it. We'll see if we have any news on it. Barclays raised it from overweight to equal weight. We'll check out some of the analysts on it. As you see, it's neutral, so still a good time to get into this one as well. Different guys have different opinions on it. There's 12 indicator details. They said the trend is bearish, which I'm going to look at the chart here. It is holding around that resistance, so it's not too bad. See if it has any financials here for this one. Oh, what did I do? Year-over-date financial estimates, total revenues up, balance sheet, cash flow statement is up, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, just give you a little bit more exposure. I have like 400 something companies on my watch list, so I have so many positions and so many brokerages. I'm always looking for something different to get into. So this is just something new for me that I'm getting into. Then we got a good old Bank of America, right? I mean, Bank of America is pretty self-explanatory. Very popular bank. And we'll see how I did last week. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. BAC. As you can see here, last week it was up a little bit, which is great. I see banks as a bounce back play as well. When they start collecting money for rent, stuff like that. People are starting to get paid. Landlords get paid. The banks get paid. Loans get paid. Interest rates to go back up. I'm up. I own some Bank of America in my Robinhood. I'm up 2.42%. Bank of America pays a nice dividend yield of about 2.5% as well. To me, they're like a successful in like retail banking and wealth management services on a national scale, basically. So I like this bank. We'll see if they have any indicators here. Check out some comments. Start trading out strategies more over time. Not very much. Fed decision could bring bank stocks into bull market. So that was on 12/19. So obviously the Feds have something going on. They mad the market's closed on Friday. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so obviously something's going on where the Feds make a decision. It's going to go bullish. This one's neutral. It's not overbought, not oversold. Still a good time to get in as well. You got two guys saying overbought. You got a few saying neutral. Nice little chart pattern. Just take a look at the financials.
kind of up and down, you know, with the stuff that's going on. But yeah, just give you like some exposure to the financial side of the market. Most analysts will say it's a buy, and to me, like, the floodgates, they're not open yet for banks, so still a lot of upside. It's going to rise back up. On this one, I think the upside is about $6 per share. But yeah, just give you exposure to banking, investment services, stuff like that. Bank of America is something I always swing trade, and will continue to swing trade, so I always do pretty well on it. Then we got BGS, which is B&G Foods. This one is doing pretty well as well. This type of stock is like something that's always going to make money, you know. It was up last week, pays a great dividend. It's over 6% dividend yield. A lot of analysts got it as a hold. Good EPS. This will give you exposure to the food and drink sector of the market. And this is basically a company that engages in manufacture, sale, and distribution of self-sustainable frozen food and household products in U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico. They have products like frozen canned vegetables, hot cereals, fruit spreads, canned meats, beans, bagel, chips, spices, seasonings. They have hot sauce. They have wine, vinegar. Some of their brands are Back to Natural, Bear Creek, Cream of Wheat, Green Giant, which has some great green beans, Miss Dash. So these are products that are steady on sale, and they're kind of recession proof as well, as we've seen with packaged goods, you know, this year through the pandemic. I think they were just acquired Sysco. Yeah, as you see here, press release, B&G Foods completes acquisition of iconic Crisco brand, which is grease, which is very popular. So they ought to you know, make some money with that as well. A lot of guys got it overbought, which makes a lot of sense because it's, you know, a recession-proof stock. You might see a dip in the short term, if it, you know, from the RSI if we get a sell-off. But that's cool. It'll eventually go back up over time if it does go down a little bit. So it's something I'm not worried about it. They say the midterm is bearish. And the section stock hit a new high price. Do not hit a new high value. That's cool. I don't mind taking the risk. One stock is like 20-30 bucks. So hey, you know, I know where to make money. I'm not really worried about it. They've been making money this whole time throughout the whole pandemic. So that was the 6 positions I bought, guys. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to follow my journey. You're more than welcome to try to use my house money investing strategy. If not, you know, look at the tickers I post. Do your own due diligence, of course. Look up their financials, their balance sheets, their fundamentals, and go from there. You know, make your own decision if that's something you want to invest in. My strategy is basically putting capital into the market, waiting 30 to 90 days, pulling my capital out, leaving all my gains in the market, hence house money. This is going to be free stocks and risk-free investing beyond the point that I pull out my capital and leave the gains. I started this in June, and over the course of 6 months, I've accumulated over $12,000 worth of house money stocks. So obviously it's working for me. I haven't spun or lost a dollar, but I made $12,000. So obviously, you know, I'm investing in good A1 companies. They're companies I believe in. They're strong companies. And like I said, I'm always searching, adding, looking for different companies to get into. You know, new SPACs, new IPOs. I'm not the guy that's going to buy every SPAC, buy every IPO. Sometimes I'll buy it before the hype, ride it up, sell it. Sometimes I'll wait for the hype to die down. But that's going to be it for today. I'll post a video later on today with my daily gains. If you pay attention to crypto, some of the cryptos are going down right now. I've lost about 90 bucks over the last 8 hours on crypto. But, I mean, I'm still up like massively percentage-wise. And
gross money wise. So I'm not really worried about it. I mean, it's volatile. Anybody that knows about crypto knows it's volatile. You might be down $10 today, up $100 tomorrow, down 10,000 tomorrow. You know, you just don't know. But at the end of the day, it's gonna go up. If you pay attention, if you're watching the money, pay attention to the currency market, you know crypto is the wave. So I'll get back with you guys on the next one. Tomorrow I'll be buying 7 different positions, and I will be buying those in my stash account.